No, we ain't. Oh, we are. Oh shit! Hey man, you got something in your eye. There's something in your eye.
Like a mongoose
Oh shit!
in the blades of grass, waiting to strike its prey, so doth Black Pedro lay in camouflage.
No, that's actually you're
I know
right
you.
there.
It's scary that you can't see
I
me right now.
keep. I'm
And then
totally.
bam! Ha!
I could have. Hey,
Gotcha.
Pedro, I could totally see you.
No, man, I get it. I freaked you out, man. It's all
No,
good,
no,
man.
I really could see you.
No, man. I get it, man. You ain't got to play it
No,
off,
no,
dog.
no,
Hey,
no.
man, I know you're a
You
big, strong man, and
yeah.
being
Your
scared like
face
that.
was there. Your face was right there. I could see your hands
Um,
moving, and yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's not
you
what
were
happened.
right there. Yeah, you were.
Anyways, man, we'll settle this later. Savage AF is the name of the show. Fruck your feelings, facts matter. That is our
Yes, they
motto.
do.
I am Black Pedro.
I am Shang, and
Yes.
I am letting you know. Thank you for jumping on with us on the live. We missed a few days because we were on the road, but we are back in LA. We're going to be doing some shows for you this week to let you know what's going on, what's popping, what's going on with it. I see the people jumping on the feed. Thank you so much. And you know, we're normally on Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when we're on. And we're actually on the live
YouTube,
on
Facebook.
the YouTube.
Now
And then
you know if you miss us live, you know you fucked up, right?
yeah, you know your life.
You know
You
you
know what?
fucked up.
You know what? You've taken your own life in your own hands, and you've just
And
made
we
it
can't help you at that point.
a piece of doo doo. Because it's
But
the
if you
first 5 minutes, I'm gonna say piece of doo doo.
but if you want to curb those turds, you go to
Yes.
our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/SavageAF World. It's scrolling at the bottom of the
Right.
screen.
And
That's
when
all the episodes are archived.
say when you get there, say once you get there, once you
Right
walk
there.
in there,
That there,
right there, what you do is this. You click the bell. Once you click the bell, you know you ain't done yet because you know you're already seeing a whole bunch of a plethora, a cornucopia.
Did you say a plethora?
I just said plethora,
A whole lot of.
a whole lot of stuff you will see. And then when you get there, you might as well do this. Give us some thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Because for everybody that don't subscribe, I'm telling you.
Right to your grill sack. Y'all know what it is, man. Also, like I said, we're on YouTube and Facebook Live, so you can get us on the faces of the books of the meta or whatever they want to call themselves.
Meta Book World.
Insurrection.com, whatever.
Yeah.
Listen, you can do that. We're Savage A.F. That's our fan page on Facebook. Savage A.F. Also, I mean, if you just care about our lives and our livelihood, because I don't know if you know this, but every 7 days, 42 comedians perish, or at least their careers, due to a lack of following on the IG, y'all. IG.
So make sure you follow at Black Pedro and make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. Thank you so much for the follows. Make sure you like and subscribe. All the stuff that we're rocking with. Before we get into the show, we want to let you know that's what you need to do. I don't know what I'm choking myself.
It's tap out, man.
I don't know why.
Speaking of rocking out,
I got to say something before we start. Shout out and big up to the first Jamaican-born UFC champion, Leon Edwards, defeated the GOAT, Usman.
Jamaican
and the knockout, the kick
heard
to
around
the head, knockout, heard around the world. I'm so happy for him. There's a video of him just talking to his mother saying, we did it. I told you I could do it. And so it was I just want to give props for you, all you people that watch UFC. One of the most amazing, perfectly timed, just perfection. It was great.
I still have to see the highlight. I haven't seen
Oh
it.
my God!
All right.
It's amazing. Very good.
Speaking of some knockouts and amazing, we have some amazing followers here who
Yeah.
rock out with us on the daily. Breezy, I see you. Nicole, I see you. Man, big shout out to Maya Baker for coming out.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, boop, coming through to the live show in Tucson this past weekend. We appreciate you so much.
Maya,
And
let them
that
know how
wine
it
was so
was.
fine, girl. She brought gifts and everything. It
Yeah.
was so hospitable of you. So thank you, Maya.
And
Much
I
love
haven't
to you.
tried the gift that you gave me yet, but I'm gonna do that because I had to
It
focus.
should kick in about 30.
But I had to focus on what I was doing. But thank you, Maya, for coming out. Let the people know that are in the feed how it is for the live show. Whole different ball game than video show.
Brenda, stay safe. It's flooding in Dallas, so be safe out
AJ
there.
Fit.
Evelyn
I just want to give this to AJ Fit. You see it?
Yeah, flex on them, doubt. Flex on them, doubt.
Look at
Queen
my
B.
chin. Look at my chin. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We're working that out. Queen B, I see you. Treehead, I see you. AJ, we see you. So yeah, man, thank y'all for being in here with us. Today is more of a we're just getting off the road. I know Shane just got in.
I just got in. 5-hour delay. Goddamn.
We're gonna do like a little freestyle Monday for y'all.
But before we get into freestyle, I need y'all to check me out when I say this. I need y'all to go to YouTube and go to Black. Hold on, look at my hand. Black and Pedro. Make sure you go to Black and Pedro and check out the special Black Pedro on YouTube. Share it with your friends. Take the link. Yeah, don't hurt myself, AJ Fit. You're right, man. That my neck did hurt on that. Make sure you check the link and share with your friends. The link to that, and also if you have Amazon, Tubi, or Apple TV.
There you go. That's a good one. Take a bite out of that.
Make sure you check out Shangri on Amazon, Tubi, and Apple TV.
That's it.
And remember, share the link. When you share the link on YouTube, multiple people can watch it. Or post it on, if you have Facebook, make sure you post the link to Black and Pedro on those pages. Like, so my hand, what I just did. Post it. All right. Okay. So that was, I wanted to get, so we don't have really a rundown on the run up, but we're gonna
run up on your ass anyways, though.
Yeah, I mean, you may think it ain't happening, but it's happening. That shit just happened. So pay the nurse on the way out, because ain't shit you can do about it.
That's what it is, y'all. Savage AF, man. We're more than 5 minutes in. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. That's our motto.
Facts matter.
Shane.
Yeah.
So we mentioned that we were on the road. Maya Baker was there. We were in Tucson, y'all. And I have to say that, first of all, this was by far the jankiest promoter experience I've ever had.
Well, and welcome to the club.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've had some in the past, but this was by far the worst. And I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to disparage the brother himself, because in the past it wasn't my first time working with him, so things have gone fantastically in the past. But this trip was some bullshit, Shang. Right? I mean, okay, so first of all, I had a hellacious time trying to get to the airport here in LAX, right? Like, leaving on Thursday, which I wasn't expecting. So that was, first of all, I wasn't expecting to leave Thursday because I knew I wasn't performing until Friday.
I look outside the window. Pedro's hanging on the wing.
I'm running on the taxi. I'm taxiing with the plane. Like, hold up. I'm right here.
And then they stop the plane because he's hanging on the wing, and they let him in, and he comes in, and I bullshit you not, because I was sitting way in the back. I can see him because he got on his fuchsia.
I was the last person on.
He was the dead last person. He's sweating like profusely. His lip is shaking. He's like, man, I barely made it. I didn't know if I was gonna make it. No, it was.
Right, so I wasn't expecting to leave Thursday. Then late Wednesday, I found out I had a callback audition in person at like 10:18, right, for a commercial. Yeah. And I'm not gonna miss that. But the flight's at 12:45. And of course, at the audition, they're like, I do one take or whatever. And then they're like, can you stay and go in with another group? I'm like, sure. You know what I mean? Like, it's a great opportunity. So you're like, all right. But that, soaked up time. So then I got to book straight to the airport. I knew I wasn't going to have time to like park my car and then shuttle over. So I just had to park at the airport. The parking lot for our Terminal 7 was the entrance was shut down, and
Oh,
so I
wait
had
till
to
I
loop
tell
back
you.
around, and then I had to park in one, and then run over to 7, and then man, I'm like OJ Simpson. I'll go to the motherfucking ticket thing. It won't print my ticket. I gotta go see somebody in person. They're talking to their coworker. I'm like, baby, please, I'm trying to get on the
I
plane.
got to get on the
It's
plane.
leaving in 7 minutes, girl. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
And
one
then
of
he
them things.
jumped on a skateboard. He actually ran over, or he ran over a person who had a
I,
CNI dog. He
I
he
kicked the old
he
lady. I
he
definitely
kicked
kicked
her.
the old lady.
He drop kicked the old lady. I think we do have some footage of Yeah, we do. We
Oh,
do
you
have the
got the
footage.
CT feed, the
I think
cameras.
we got the footage. Yeah, we got the
Yeah,
footage.
that was me and the ticket agent. I'm like, give me my
All
goddamn
right.
shit.
And then he runs in. He gets on the plane. First, he was surfing on the top. I guess he fell and then fell on the wing. It was a crazy time getting. That was just that. I just got back, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm never parking at that motherfucker again. That shit was.
It was expensive, dog.
Mine was 320.
Mine was 200 for parking. So
I don't know what they.
that was the end of the kick in the dicks. The end of the trip.
I stole the little thing that has the yellows that
The
keeps you
arm.
from leaving the arm.
Yeah,
I stole that. It's in the back of my car. I'm like,
there you
fuck
go.
that. If I'm gonna pay this much, I'm taking the shit.
Souvenir. So, I make the plane. We're on the plane. We land in Phoenix. Everything's good. I admit.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, whatever. We get there, and then Shane hits the promoter. He's like, "Oh, I'm just booking your hotel right now, and then I'll be over there." So unexpected wait, but we're there. Uh, sometime later is like, "All right, I'm outside. Where you guys at?" We're at Terminal 3, door 7. He's like, "What?" We're like, "Terminal 3, door 7." He's like, "There is no Terminal 3." So even though our shows were in Tucson, this nigga flew us into Phoenix, and is sitting
Yeah,
at the airport in Tucson. Like, where y'all at? Like, nigga, we at the airport you flew us into. And I know, Shane, you had a gig on Thursday night that I wasn't a part of,
it was a
but
piece of
I
shit.
thought it was gonna be in Phoenix. That's why I didn't say anything
You
about it. I
know
was like, oh,
what?
it's in Phoenix, and then he'll drive us over.
It was ridiculous. I couldn't even get into the vibe. It was weird, and I
And
didn't
that
enjoy it.
heckle nigga was this that
Rome
was
literally walking
Ramon.
across the front of the stage, and it was just weird. But then Pedro had more peril. Yeah.
So Maya Baker says, why didn't you guys fly into Tucson instead of Phoenix? See, there you go with your common goddamn sense.
Wow.
Thinking in things. We didn't book the arrangements. Like, just
He booked the flight.
he flew us in, right? So we're not paying for these flights. That's fine. But like, the nigga got an itinerary and the schedule going, and he's booking the shows. You think he would fly us into the fucking city where
Right.
the shows are?
So we wait 19 hours at the airport.
3 days later, we're in
3
Phoenix.
days later,
I live there now.
We couldn't get back upstairs to get food in a restaurant. So we actually jumped one of the attendants. We cooked him and ate him.
Grown niggas eating almond croissants from Pete's
Yeah,
Coffee.
he rocked.
I was starving, by the way, because in all of that shit, I never got to eat before I left LA. So
and then
had I known we were gonna be sitting there for 4 fucking hours waiting for him, I would have gone.
To catch a shuttle.
We wouldn't have gone down the baggage claim. We could have stayed upstairs and
we could have stayed upstairs and chilled, whatever. But then we caught a shuttle, and the shuttle was ran by a dude that used to actually be on horse and buggy. And it was it was weird.
It's funny how that shuttle driver, nice enough, but I feel like he's a guy that failed his pilot's exam. And just like the shuttle was the next closest thing, because he was like, welcome everybody, my name is Charlie, I'll be your shuttle driver today. We're looking at about an hour and a half travel time. If you look out to your right, you can see Chicago. I'm like, wait, what are you fucking talking about, man? Just drive the goddamn shuttle. But anyway, yeah, he put us on the show. We finally make it to Tucson. Blah blah blah. My next comment about Tucson, friendly people, great experiences with people that I met.
People were friendly. No,
but per minute per capita, and I mentioned this on Instagram, and I'm from the east side of Detroit, so this was an amazing stat to me. But per minute per capita, I have never met so many convicts, like back to back to back. Like every nigga we met had served like 15 to 25
I
years
was in jail most of my life. Everybody was scared straight. Everybody was talking to us like, man, you don't know it until you've been raped in the shower. I'm like, whoa,
I mean,
dude.
again, positive brothers. Everybody was friendly and cool.
It was real cool, but
and sometimes that's the scary part when you're around ex-cons. When they like real positive, you're like, oh, you did some shit in the past.
Right.
Like
Not only that,
you really trying to turn your whole life all
that
the way
wasn't
around.
it. Every time I was talking to him, I felt like he's teetering on snapping. Like he's teetering like,
because he just don't want to go back, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, literally, it was like a lot of people we ran into in different situations. Somehow it comes out that they've served time. I met a dude at the barbershop, Shane.
Yeah.
The first cat that was getting his hair braided. He was half black, half Mexican, and this motherfucker, he was 36 and had been in jail just over 18 years total. That is literally half of his life.
Right.
Half of his entire life he has spent in the penitentiary.
The person that was hosting on the Thursday, 25 years. The person
he started writing poetry in prison.
Right.
It's like that shit. Where
the
you're
person
like,
that wrote us around 20 years.
Man, these niggas. I mean, and listen, we not talking about, these 13-month niggas or 36. And first of all, I'm not trying to disparage any of the brothers I met either. I'm not trying to shame them for their experiences. People make mistakes, get caught up. All kind of shit can happen in life, especially as black people. So, this isn't about that. My point more was like, what I noticed more was just like the Arizona Department of Corrections and their quote unquote justice system has been very, very busy there. Because if I could be in a town for 12 hours and meet 36 convicts or ex-cons, right, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, these niggas are like, they weren't even from there. They're like, yeah, I was in Tucson for 2 hours and ended up spending 20 years in Arizona prison. I'm like,
and then the person that made the bed at the thing, she said, this is nicer than when I was in jail for 10 years. Like, what?
Yeah, and you ask random people, how you like your job? Better than my prison time.
And put it this way, where we worked the next day, which is Casa, we worked Tucson, nice enough people, place was cool, crowd was cool. First two comics ate fields of dick.
I think one of them didn't even take time to roast it.
Yeah,
he just ate it raw off the crotch.
Sushi dick. It was it was
dick shimi.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Dickataki. It was man, and also said some kind of racist shit that he added into a joke that was unfunny, saying spook. And then Pedro comes up, and first the brother, the chief,
what's up with the spook shit, nigga?
But he didn't really go there. But then Pedro comes up, and then I'm thinking, oh, Pedro's gonna get in a fight with this dude that used to be in the mafia, because he dressed like he used to be in the mafia. And then
he didn't want none of these biscuits.
No, he didn't want none of that. He didn't want none of that flapjack. He didn't want none of that. But it was just, it was crazy. And then we go to Casa Grande, where they got 19 prisons, like literally just 19 prisons on the way, 20 prisons. I think it's 25 prisons. They got mini prisons. They go, just like a little, tiny prison. And then we get to that gig, and I don't know who made the lighting there. I'm thinking the people who wrote the movie Halloween.
Either that or Coyote Ugly or Magic Mike.
Yeah, it was. It was
strip club lighting at a comedy show,
right? And it was, and the sound was. The sound was, hey everybody!
It had this loud ass buzz. It was not fun.
No.
All right, so that being said, well, I mean, like we actually did well. That crowd actually was fun.
No, the crowd was laughing.
But the overall
we made them laugh.
Yeah, the overall technical experience though was just like, as a performer, it's like, what the fuck is this? Like,
it was
like these flashing red and green, blue lights on the stage. Like, there was no white spotlight. Like, standing in the back watching other comics, like, you could barely see our faces, depending on whether it was red or green or blue or gold or whatever.
We do that. I'm not going to go into the other details with the loot, but I mean, it was a lot of suspect shit. Pedro's trying to leave. We go to the thing. He books the flight too late. The flight.
No, first of all, we're at the second gig, and he sends me my itinerary for or what was going to be, what was yesterday. And I look at it and I'm like, I walk right over to him. I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry, dog, but you're flying me back home to Long Beach, and I don't live in Long Beach. He's like, oh, I thought I hit LA. And I'm like, bro, how you gonna do 2 wrong city bookings in the same fucking in a 2-day space? I'm like, bro, nigga, the gig wasn't in Phoenix. The motherfucking shit ain't, and he's flying us out of Phoenix again. I'm like, bro, I'm here in Tucson. Like, why are you sending me to Phoenix to fly to Long Beach where I don't live? Then we fast forward to yesterday morning, and long story short, he finally gets me on a flight that's leaving at 4:05, and then he books us on a shuttle
that gets you there at 4:05.
That gets me to the airport at 4:15 for a flight that leaves at 4:05. So I call this nigga up and I'm like, yo, my flight's at 4:05. The shuttle you're putting us on doesn't get there until 4:15. This nigga, he was like, hey man, I just text you the airline's number. Just see if you can call him now and get on the next flight.
He was a little disheveled. That's
man. And then he just totally put the booking on me. And I was like, fuck it, and just bought my own other ticket out of Tucson. Yeah, I'm not about to get on a shuttle to get to Phoenix to find out that I ain't got no flight, and now I'm stuck in another Arizona town. Y'all trying to get a nigga arrested. I know what you want to do, and I'm going to get the fuck out of Arizona free as a freeman.
You are not going to make me be a worker.
Arizona as a freeman.
Right, going to have me as a worker. But so I end up staying in Phoenix and then doing one more show, and I hate to turn it around, but it was absolutely fantastic.
Miss Avra be missing the point sometimes. She's like, but you could live in Long Beach. I mean,
not the point.
With airplane travel, close enough it's not horseshoes. But I see your point. But man, that for me, that was a frustrating experience. But I was able to get back and get to my gig last night in LA at the Comedy Chateau and had a great set and fun. And it felt good to be in a as normal as it can be comedy situation, just at a club doing comedy with a packed audience and everybody's having a good time, and I can just tell my jokes,
and it doesn't even stop
worry about Arizona Department of Corrections.
It doesn't stop there. When we were in Casa Grande, there was 4 different people that wanted to actually kidnap us. We had to escape from that. There was a lot of kidnapping attempts. Pedro, luckily, we go into this back room. There's a little window. He's thinner than me, so he shimmied through that. He gets through, comes around, opens the door for me. I get out, luckily, and then we get outside. Guess what? There's a whole fucking bunch of pit bulls. The pit bulls are trained to attack comics. They come after us. We luckily get over the fence.
I couldn't get one joke out before them.
Yeah, right. But the dogs were on our ass. We get over the fence. Once we get over the fence, guess what? You think it's over? No, it's not over. All right. All those dudes, there was a bunch of people escaping from jail at the exact same time when we're running. It was one of those nights. It was one of those.
We were trapped between convicts and pit bulls. It wasn't cool.
It wasn't cool.
Maya Baker, thank you. She says, sorry for that experience. He's usually more organized than that. And I agree. That's why I don't want to just, defame the brother's name. I'm keeping it anonymous in that. But this is one of those comedy experiences where it was just like the gig from hell. To be honest, like it was just like, God damn it, man.
And and it didn't even stop there. We're going in the shuttle. We're going to where the shuttle's at, which is with a dude that literally can't cut his tongue off because it's in perpetual, and which is not bad. He's a nice guy. And then we get there. I know you're gonna say, no, there's no way. FBI. Yeah, I know.
No knock.
No knock. Luckily, Pedro had a Gertrude on him, and we got out of there. Pedro took the front stance, made sure he got his wrist tight, got us out of there. Because in Arizona, they shoot.
Chang has these weird fantasies that I'm gonna be like, everybody get behind me. Like, no, I keep telling you, nigga.
You will.
I'm gonna be on the grassy knoll.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Miss Adverb, in reference to the pit bulls that were chasing us, they were there to avenge that one dog's death.
There he is.
They heard about you, dog.
But you know what? Yeah, they could have got that business too. Yeah, I don't got no problem killing dogs.
Okay, all right. Well, there goes.
Wow.
There goes our Petco sponsorship. God damn.
And now we get flagged again. No, I don't kill dogs, plural. And so
just the ones that fuck with me.
Just the ones that want that smoke. But I mean, aside from that, it's a gig. We learned it. You learn and you live. I told Pedro this. It's like the Jews say, never again.
Never.
Oh,
again. Why?
never.
And I don't want to put it on Tucson. It wasn't the whole city. I had a flying time, but just getting there and getting back was hellacious. As
it was hellacious. It was horrendous.
Yeah, so why Tucson? Why, man? That's it.
But we're back here, and I wanted to. We're gonna jump into something else. I wanted to talk about as I get back. I catch the plane back. I'm watching. Even though my flight was delayed 5 hours, supposed to catch my flight at 6:10. Catch my flight at 11:30. That's cool. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there watching porn, which a lot of people around me didn't appreciate in the airport when you watch porn. But then, you watching porn. Also, I didn't have my pants on. I think that was the other thing that made people go, wow. And, and then I took a nap. I like to sleep in the nude. So that was a problem. That was a problem. Yeah. That gets weird at the airport. And then the security going to come over to me and go, hey, man, you got to put your clothes on. I'm like, motherfucker, really? 5-hour delay? I'm trying to get comfortable. So this shit was weird. But what's even weirder, I'm watching the news, and this is some shit that I didn't know was getting that deep, but it is. Just two things I want to talk about. Apparently, the Trump boys, the sons, are doing a fundraiser, and not only a fundraiser, they're trying to get Merrick Garland fired for going down to Mar-a-Lago and doing his fucking job. You retarded corkscrew brain bitches. Good Lord. And they're saying that he's part of the deep state. Merrick Garland actually touched him as a child. All kind of shit. And the right is buying the shit. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not. You can look it up. I don't know if you knew this or not. Merrick Garland, number one, did not touch him as a child. I was going on record to say that. Right here on the show, I see some people in the feed. I'm telling you, I'm going on record to say that. That's number one. Number two, the judge signed off on the affidavit and said, yo, this shit is legitimate.
There might be some shit in there. Let's go see.
It's legitimate. There is reason to believe that there is criminal activity in Mar-a-Lago. There is reason to believe that you took some shit that you shouldn't even took at all, because that ain't your fucking boxes. That's the fucking people's boxes. That's not your boxes. So even if you took a box full of fucking shells and you were like, hey, I just want to remember my time in the White House, you're guilty, bitch. And Merrick Garland's right. So, I mean, even though there's not going to be any indictment other than what's to do with the lawyer, he's going away. Giuliani, other than Giuliani, but
I see Garland has impressed you. I impressed all of us recently, I think, by doing his job. Because not too long ago we were all like, man, Merrick Garland wears marshmallows for underwear. Oh, soft ass underwear ass nigga, man. That nigga wears s'mores on his feet.
Right.
He's so sweet.
And now we're like, yeah.
We're like, leave my AG alone, bitches.
Yeah.
Back up off my AG.
But they're going hard in the pain at him. The writers
Beavis and Butthead are coming for him.
Yeah, they are going hard to paint after him. Now, Giuliani is definitely, he says, going to get indicted. But why not Trump?
They're going to lock Giuliani up in his own vampire.
Oh, my God. Right.
Oh, this nigga going to be underneath the jail, in the basement's basement.
But they're actually, the right is, they literally, I saw it where they cut together 5 different instances where they're going after him. And they said, and what they did to Giuliani was just wrong. No, what Giuliani did to himself was just wrong. He started buying the Kool-Aid, drinking Kool-Aid, and licking the taint of Trump. And once you lick that orange taint, it's hard to get off your face. That's what happened.
Yeah. Speaking of orange taint liquors, Maya Baker said, "Did you see Herschel Walker says he won't debate Raphael Warnock because everyone will be watching Sunday Night Football, but the debate is scheduled for Thursday." Now they do play football on Thursday nights, but it's only one game, so.
All right, and I think running for Congress in Georgia, which is a swing state, maybe you could take a little time off of watching the fucking Cardinals and the Patriots or whatever. Fuck you, stupid mush
Also,
mouth bitch ass nigga.
and Herschel Walker is like, honestly, I think like a cracked walnut shell, like not even with the nut inside anymore, but
It's just
just
an
the shell
empty walnut.
would be a better senator than Herschel Walker. Like if you just put a handful of crushed walnut shells in that seat, it would do a better job.
It would do a better job. In fact, we're going to do a little play for you right now. This is me as an interviewer interviewing, and Pedro will be playing the part of Herschel Walker. I'll be playing the part of a black reporter with common sense that is not a Trumper. Okay. Hey, thank you, Mr. Walker, for joining us.
Yes.
I'd like to ask you, what is the spearhead of your first policies?
So China has stolen all of our air, and they gave us their bad air, and now we breathe in China air.
Okay, so you didn't answer the question, but
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Oh yeah, okay. What is the spearhead of your policies that will make people in Georgia progress forward?
Okay, see, my name is Football, and I play Herschel, and y'all know I got trophies and friends, and Donald Trump is my friend.
All right, this is our final question because I'm gonna wrap this up because okay. I feel like this. I'm gonna get
powerful,
a little
hungry.
Good. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of coon juice on me.
Yeah.
Do you think you got a shot at winning this over Warnock? Because Warnock already, not only did he win, he has a sterling fucking background, a sterling record, as opposed to yours pertaining to abuse pertaining to your ex-wives, abuse pertaining to lying about being an FBI agent. Why do you think that you should be above a man that has nothing like that on his record?
See, I'm not gonna fall for this. I know how you liberals do, and you try and set up these trick and these trap questions. See, you asking me, do I think this and do I think that? Ha! I don't think.
Okay, thank you guys for the most fucktastic interview ever. Thank you, Herschel.
Thank you. Oh, I must say it was quite taxing to fall into that role. I had to turn off my mind and logic.
Wow.
He got mad at some brother calling him a Negro. Said, yeah, he's a.
Okay, AJ Fitz said Herschel is a poster boy for Will Smith movie. He was in Concussion. I think it was.
Yeah, it's like the doctors are like, we must study your brain.
But the reason he got a shot at it, but I don't think he's gonna win. I hope he doesn't win. He got a shot at it. I'm gonna tell you why he got a shot at it. The bottom line, he got a shot at like fucking up everything, is because Trump back candidates have shown they can win. So if Herschel is backed by Trump and Trump goes down and stumps for him and says, yeah, this is the guy out of all the niggas, this is the nigga I like the most. He's stupid, he's incompetent, but that's my guy, and he don't like China. Do you understand? There's a chance. He's not gonna win, I hope. But there's a slight outside chance that we might have Herschel Walker in the Senate. Think about that.
Right, Warnock leads him, but they're one of the closer races. It's like a 4-point difference. I think it's like 48 to 44 in terms of the overall right there. But I guess it's even more remarkable that it's two black men going for that seat in Georgia, which is because Raphael Warnock was the first to be a senator, I believe, a black senator from Georgia. I could be wrong.
I think he's yeah.
But Speaking of Georgia and all them other places, Shang, I know you also were gathering on your flight back from MSNBC. This kind of a bit of a prophecy, a warning of the future, right?
Well, yeah, yeah. This
But a
is
dang dong dang dong dang dong dang.
right now. They said that the FBI, the CIA, they are finding more and more hate crimes that are happening not only to the Jewish community but just in general. But right now, they said that the right, the GOP, and also people that were on Fox said that. I don't know how they can still be on the fucking air saying shit like this. That they are looking at if anything happens to their beloved dear leader. And I'm quoting all you motherfuckers is watching this show. This is a quote. Our beloved dear leader, the woman that's out of the place we just the hellhole of hell of she just won in Arizona, the one that looks like a cookie cutout of every weather woman ever. I forget her name, but I'll get I
Laura
got it.
Ingraham? No.
No, it's not Laura Ingraham. She won in Arizona.
Oh.
Put it there. I got a name for it. That bitch. She's actively saying we need a civil war.
Oh, are you talking about the governor?
No, she just won for
in Arizona.
Yeah. She just won in
I have to think
Arizona.
about
Somebody in the
that.
feed. Yeah. So, I mean, the stupid people feel like, well, if you don't see it my way, let's go to civil war. And I'm not joking, this real shit right now.
Carrie Lake. Maya Baker says Carrie Lake.
These are people that are saying we need a civil war. Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying stuff that incite violence. Boebert is saying stuff that incite violence. And I wish I would I wish they would try to say, well, we got to help this country and go down and fight the South. We've been there and done that. Fuck that. I ain't having that one little tear come down my face while they beat the shit out of me. But I am going to protect my own. And that's what's happening right now, the civil war. Now, what do you guys think in the feed? Do you think that that's a possibility? Okay, Maya Baker says
the civil war is coming. She did show us her gun collection pictures. It's not like she just showed up to the spot like, hey, look at my guns.
All right, this is my.
She opened up her trench coat like, yeah, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I think I've been very transparent to this audience about how I feel about this and the necessity of conscious, responsible Black people and other people of color arming themselves and organizing and training to just, but not for any offensive maneuvers. But, I just find it, I actually kind of find it synergistic because as much as them boys want to have a civil war and get their America back, I want to kill them in that war. It's like I would love to dispose of all of those motherfuckers who think like that. Like I really don't have a
You know what?
I've
never been partial to saltine crackers in my soup. So bottom line is, if we do have a civil war, you got to think there's going to be white folks and that have common sense to go, this is not the right way to go. But there's going to definitely be two teams.
Yeah, this ain't a white and black thing. This is it's a Confederate versus citizen thing.
I want to be on Black Panther's side. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you got to roll with.
I got to roll with T'Challa and actually War Machine, another brother. So it's two brothers on one side, and Falcon is on the other side because I like Anthony Mackie. He is on Captain America's side. So I don't know, but Black Panther, if I'm on his side, yeah, he gonna do damage. Of course, they're gonna try to shoot him first, but they can't because he got an adamantium suit. But I'm telling you right now, it's going down, and there's people actually saying that they're getting guns together. There's more guns of sales that have went up 22% in Texas and Wisconsin, Alabama, and I forget the other one. So not your normal handgun for home protection. We're talking about ARs, A-15s.
They want to organize an exact war on the United States of America, to topple the government, to create their ethno-Christian state. And man, it's fine to want to do those things. It's even fine to even try, dog. But the reality is, motherfucker, we ain't gonna let that it ain't just gonna go
But
down.
they really
You
did
ain't about to
serious
come
about it.
storming through the streets and pulling niggas out their home and shooting us in our street or hanging us over here. No, nigga, that shit's over, dog.
That ain't that. This
Bro,
ain't this
that
ain't
shit's
Tulsa.
over.
This ain't gonna be no Tulsa, Oklahoma shit. This ain't gonna be the same shit. I am not my great granddaddy's fucking. I'm not him. So you gonna get the business just like you want to give the business. But that's what's happening right now. If you look at how they're going about it, if you look at how they're trying to make sure that they shore up all of the votes where they can redistrict shit, I'm telling you, the shit is getting real fucking wild. The people in the feed, I'm letting all y'all motherfuckers know the shit's gonna be real dicey if Trump by chance the long shot gets indicted. The way they feel about him, the way they react to him, the way that he threatened Merrick Garland on some soft threatened shit. I'll try to ramp it down if you just chill the fuck out, basically, is what he said to Merrick Garland. And Merrick Garland, in his slow, methodic way, said, "No one is above the law, and suck these balls."
Merrick Garland's like, I think he just gave me more evidence. Cool. Keep tweeting, motherfucker.
Did you just tweet? Oh,
it's not tweet. It's not tweeting anymore.
It's now on
his own platform.
Truth, which is the most just
ironic name.
It's beyond ironic. It's so that's what's happening right now. So you people out there, I know y'all been saying I'm being reactionary. Somebody said that on my IG when I said it once, and I was like, no, I really think, because I was on a live and I said, y'all better get ready for a civil war. These motherfuckers is not playing. And he said, oh man, you being reactionary. It ain't that deep. Yes, it fucking is. Because check this out. This real shit in Ohio. These motherfuckers, one dude got killed, had a shootout with the fucking FBI. Did you I know you knew.
Yeah, that was Cincinnati, man.
And in Cincinnati, in Ohio,
he went there with a gun and a nail gun.
Right.
And was like,
and he wasn't going there to fix the porch. He was going there to kill FBI agents. There was another person that was caught. So they're going after the FBI. Marjorie Taylor Greene, with her silverback fucking logic, she said that she wants to defund the FBI. The FBI is crooked because they went after Trump, but they weren't crooked when they took Hillary Clinton through the fucking ringer over and over again. Not that I've said Hillary Clinton is the best fucking example of anything, but the fucking fact is Hillary Clinton was found innocent. They did run her through the ring. They didn't find anything. You motherfucker took physical boxes down to Mar-a-Lago. And that's a fact, bitch. And all your followers can't say that. And that's why he's so shook. That's why he's so shook and he's saying crazy shit. That's why he's doing that. But his followers, they believe in everything he says.
They're ready to go to war for it.
Right. What would you, I mean, what, now you said, now I know that I bring up your gun ownership a lot.
No, it's all good.
Do you think that this shit is serious enough? Because they keep saying it, they're stockpiling. There was a stockpile of guns that was actually in Delaware when they on January 6th that they were going to bring over and hand out to people.
Quick reaction I mean, you bring it up with January 6th. I mean, that's just what it is. Like that was them as a display of force, just trying to show that, listen, we want to do this thing. We want this one man to rule as king forever because Jesus has sent him to get Mexicans and black people out of here, right? And not only do we think and feel this way, but we are organized and willing to go. And then we have these groups, the Oath Keepers and the 3%ers and the Proud Boys, who are militarized and moving through crowds in formations and have zip ties and weapons on there, and they're so ready. They cannot wait. This is the purpose of they're not out here passing out turkeys on Thanksgiving. They want to crack niggas in their head,
right? So and their dicks
already been shown. Like, their
dicks are engorged with patriotic blood, so we can go and fuck the Capitol. I mean, think about that. And AJ Fit, I agree. Okay, I agree. Also, have enough Mexicans in America they came together years ago on their holiday and strike shut down a lot of America, just not us. I agree with you. But the bottom line is
that's using their numbers as power.
But these people, these right-wing, and the majority of them are white, so I can say that, and I'll spell it YT, white. They are after brown people too. It's not just black folks. I'm not saying it's just us.
It's people of color, man. It's non-white, non-Christian.
Number 3
Man, woman.
But this is wild shit that just happened. They said number one thing is they want to see democracy. Democracy's failing. They want to see it reinstated. Basically, that's the number one thing Americans are concerned about. Number two is inflation. Number three is the economy. You know what number four is? Immigration. Trust and believe. They still. What's up, Stacey? They still want Mexicans to be kicked out. They still want to build a wall. Pedro's last name, just that alone, they don't want Pedro here. And then they see what he looks like. They go, "Oh, we really don't want
Two
you."
birds, one stone. Let's get him.
Yeah, so you got to think about it that way. That's what the fuck is happening, y'all. And we trying to tell you this. This Savage AF has been trying to tell you, motherfuckers. I've been telling y'all, and some of my shangries, this Civil War shit, which I thought was like just hearsay, but then you see this January 6th, and then you see the shit that's happening. I think it's real as fuck.
Yeah, man, we ain't stupid out here no more. So I know I've told y'all how to do it, where to do it, when to do it. Go get trained, go get your license, go, paperwork right. You do it all right, man. But do it, because
it's going down.
I can't guarantee that it will, but what we know is that there are a lot of angry white people out there, especially men who want to, and not just have a desire to, but also have a means and a network and ways of communicating with each other to organize towards the execution of these goals of white supremacy, right? Of ethno-state, Christian ethno-white America. And they want to, and they can, or they can try. It's a possibility. So with that in mind, I say do your best to be prepared to counteract that.
I think what we need to do is have AJ Fit on the front line and just hold his arms out and say, if you can get past these guns, you can have America.
That's right.
But I think that, honestly, I'm seeing it happening not only in 2022, because I think the Democrats are getting momentum. The motherfuckers are starting to feel like, hey, we might win in this 2022 election. We might actually beat some of these motherfuckers. And they got so many nutty buddy wackadoos on their side. I'm talking about motherfuckers that, how much paint chip cereal did they eat? These motherfuckers are really, really nutty buddies. And if the Democrats beat these nutty buddies in the swing states, it's going to be a wrap. They're going to lose their fucking mind. And if you don't think we're going to see another January 6th, you will.
Yeah,
yes, we are.
Coming to an America near you.
Yeah.
All right, man. So I'm going to move on. One more topic, or at least one more thing I want to talk about before we get out of here. And it is on a lighter note. But it still does deal with nutty, weird ass white people. And that is last night's premiere of the new series, the prequel to one of my favorite series ever, Game of Thrones. But House of the Dragon is on.
Boring.
No, which I the opening episode, they're building the world up. But one thing I was able to hold on, I need that up there. One thing I was able to just detect from this, specifically with the House Targaryen, those are the dragon riders.
And there's 19 dragons, right?
No, they have 10 adult dragons.
10, apparently. 19.
Well, 10 adult dragons. I'm not sure how many younger dragons they have.
Each place got their own dragon. Like each person got their own German
This
Shepherd.
is their own. This is like 100 years into the first century of their reign or whatever. But one thing I did notice right off the bat is these some ugly ass white people, man. Like the dude on the right, Damon. Like these and part of this family storyline is that they inbreed. Like their incest is big in their family.
Incest is best.
And it's really starting to show in some of these characters. I mean, some of these are just some weird looking motherfuckers. But more than that, I just wanted to express my excitement that the Game of Thrones world is back. And it's starting out with dragons too. You know what I mean? Just right off the beginning, because it's fun stuff.
Let him give his little Pedro review before I give mine. All right.
And this not even just a review. It's really just me excited that House of Dragons is back. I don't know if y'all watch or not. Are you
really excited about this fucking dry ass show? The first half they had a couple cool shit. Second half is a lot about who's family member basically, and it's It's not that good. And no, the
Man,
Matrix Twins done bad.
last night a nigga got dragged by his face with an axe.
That
So I mean, they get in there, dog. They if you like
it's
action,
not.
that's gonna be in there.
It
There's the sex, the romance.
my brother said it's a maybe. Let's see, because it's
Yeah, I
better
mean,
get
this
better. It better get better.
they
Because
gotta
if it's
build.
this dry
It's a
shit,
man. It's a long ass world. It's a
oh
long.
my,
It's a.
oh my god,
Did you even watch it, Shane? You ain't even
yeah.
watched it. Did you watch Game of Thrones though?
No, the
No,
dragon one.
but you haven't watched. You never watched Game of Thrones.
I
Not
watched
really.
Game of Thrones. I watched
Not
it
the
for the.
whole series. You didn't watch the
No,
whole series.
I got
You
2
weren't
years
following
in,
that
and
shit.
2 years in, and I was like, what the fuck? How much y'all gonna drag out the same shit over and over again? It seemed
Well,
like
they fight. It was somebody fighting for the throne. What you?
I know, but
It's
it
a
was
series.
I know, but it was
They gotta create content.
it was the
Shane. What do you want
same
us to
shit.
be?
It felt like the same shit over and over again. Will somebody get this fucking throne? Jesus.
I mean, every show is that. Law and Order is the
I
same
know it's
shit
the
over and
same
over
shit.
again.
But that
Martin
music,
was the
but
same
you
shit
know
over
what?
again.
The music,
Niggas gonna play a
and
character.
don't
He
you
gonna say,
dare
"Damn
diss.
Gina." He gonna make
Hold
fun
up.
of Pam.
No.
Shaniqua gonna come
Don't
out. Oh
you
my goodness!
dare.
Like,
Don't you dare diss Game of Thrones. Not Game of Thrones. Law and Order had the best music ever. Dun, dun.
dun 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 dun.
I'm just telling you. It just seems like
Look, see, face, and I think this is Jeff Keller. He gets it. He says, anytime I see white on white crime and inbreeding, I get excited. I mean, it's like the worst of white people
if they
on
don't.
display, man.
Oh my
You
god.
gotta know how to spin this shit.
They better have some cool dragon shit and some cool creature shit, because this shit was the same old, beating a dead horse. And Game of Thrones knows it, just like Lord of the Rings over at Amazon.
But they do that in Game of Thrones. They will
And that
literally
shit
spend the scene.
is a
They will
piece
literally
of
beat a
shit.
dead horse, dog.
They're both pieces. Exactly. I know, but it is. I
Like,
mean, I
literally.
understand the hardcoreness of it, but it's a piece of shit. And by the way, Lord of the Rings is a piece of shit. And I'm not against women being in the leads, but when you change the whole narrative and men are the buffoons and women are the leaders across the board, and there's no
that's
good
not
men.
what happened. That's not what
And
happened.
well, you let me finish. And Amazon's Lord of the Rings, they changed the whole thing. And Tolkien, I watched all the Lord of the Rings. It's nothing like it's supposed to be, and they're adding characters that mean nothing to it. And this, the House of the Dragon, if the shit, now I'm gonna give it a chance. But if the shit don't get better, because the first half I was like, okay, all right, we're doing something. And then it got kind of fucking janky.
Well, they gotta build the world up. You know,
they gotta build the world up.
They're introduce. There's no link between any of these characters and anybody.
And all of their
172 years before anything that happened in Game of Thrones.
And all the actors they pick, all their faces are subpar at best. They pick.
First of all, Miss Avril, I need you to calm down. She's mad I brought up Martin. She's like, you hobo sponsoring Lush. What does Martin have to do with this fuckery? What I'm saying is all shows. No, he's saying like the show is just formulaic. Nigga, every show. The Love Boat was the same shit. Every episode, nigga. Fantasy Island was it's slightly different story, but the fucking formula is the same. Three's Company was the same fucking shit every episode. Jack gotta act gay to stay there. That's it, nigga. Like he trying to get a job as a chef. And Cindy got big titties. That was every fucking episode, dog. So like that's all I'm saying. And you can name any show. It's the same thing every time.
Pedro,
Andy Griffith's show. Niggas gonna whistle and talk somebody out of crime without a gun.
Maya Baker, why are you bringing that up? Maya Baker, the only numbers I was concerned about was the numbers of my pay.
Hey man, I'm a single man out there. A player gonna play. You know what I'm saying? So I met some locals. Okay,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas got to stay in contact with the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to find out what's going on.
I'm a man of the people.
That's it. Now, and I agree with
Pedro for Senator.
What?
Keep China Air out of Georgia.
Because they're taking our good air and giving us bad air. Now, you want women empowerment, watch Living Single. I am not gonna go that far.
But that was the same shit every episode too.
I know, but I'm saying Game of Thrones.
It was the prequel to Friends.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the example that didn't do that. I'm in Dexter. He killed somebody every season, every show. And it was a bad guy. I get it, but there are shows like Boardwalk Empire that took you different directions. I don't know if you've seen Boardwalk Empire, But Boardwalk Empire, there's Westworld, who I'm getting back into. Westworld takes you different directions. It does take you different directions with different concepts and different ideas that take you different directions. Westworld don't? You saying Westworld don't?
It's the same every episode.
God.
It was, but it's the same shit. It's humans versus robots, and
what do you bring?
Now they flipped it. Especially this season is kind of repetitive, but just on the other side. Like so. It depends on how you look at it. But yeah, we have to see what House of the Dragon is truly going to be. But it's starting off with dragons, and like Jeff said, white on white crime and incest and inbreeding. So,
and you notice that
as
they have
upwardly mobile black people, we should love this.
They have one black, like, prominent character, a somewhat prominent character in it.
Paulus.
Yes, but that's it. And we're always left out of all of and this is a fantasy fucking show. You can't add a few more people of color. Not that I want them to all be the lead and whatever else, but these dry motherfuckers. And that dude on the left,
there was like 2 orgies in the first episode. Like, come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
I just felt like I was sitting there going, been there, done that, seen that. Hey,
there's a bunch of people that got rich buying crypto, woman. Stay off my back, Miss Adverb, and stop trying to defame my advice. I didn't say which coins to buy, and there's still opportunities to make money.
Okay, first off, Pedro's trying to break it down at Westworld. See, a lot of people like Westworld. Look at the feed. But I'm gonna say
I love Westworld. I watch. But what I'm saying is, it's no less formulaic than any other show.
I don't know, man. But we're gonna see. I said, me and my brother talked about it because I talked to him last night after, because I have HBO Max, and we talked about it. And this is the deal. We said it's a 3 maybe and a wait maybe see.
All right. Well, we'll have to do that. Speaking of waiting, I can't wait any longer. I got to get the hell up out of here, y'all. All right, Savage AF, man. We'll be back here tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Fuck your feelings. Facts are our motto. That's our motto. Facts matter.
That's our motto. Also, before we go, I want to let y'all know, if you get a chance this week, I'll make sure I have the graphics up, and I'm gonna let you know. Me and Pedro are going to be doing a show. Also, Vince Royale and Jason Rogers. We're going to be doing a show in San Diego at Mic Drop Comedy Club, September 4th. If you go to this Mic Drop Comedy Club website, you can see where to get tickets. Also, I will have the information up there so you guys can see what's popping with that. This week, I'll be at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood at 10 p.m. this Thursday. Also, I'll be at the Improv in Hollywood at 10:45. And so I'll be at both clubs. So if you can't make one, make the other. And then I'll be at the Redondo Performing Arts Center this Friday. I'll be doing a show. So make sure you tell your friends. Go to my website, I Am Shane, if you want to get tickets. And then, wait a minute, that's not all. I'm doing Huntington Beach at the Rec Room. The Rec Room this Saturday. So got a lot of dates come up. It'll be on my website. I'm going to update a lot of stuff. Me and Pedro are going to let all of our San Diego fans know where to get the tickets as we go along, and you'll have all that information this week. I've never done the club. Pedro has, saying it's a great club. So we're going to see how it turns out. And we want you to come out if you're in the Diego area and support.
That's what it is, y'all. Savage AF will be back here tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until then, keep your finger out your nose.
I can't help it. I got to do it.